Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Red Sox. I'm Dylan.
And Anthony?
We have a little bit of a kind of more sensitive video. This is how to protect your portfolio from horrible, horrible events that are transpiring in the Middle East. This is purely just how to protect your portfolio because there are some probably upcoming large events that's going to change the economics of multiple territories. So we're going to talk about it. Two stupid guys trade stocks. So obviously, I don't really think we need to go into this. It's on every news station constantly. Once again, this is not like let's try to like profit as much from the situation. It's just protecting your portfolio. All the innocent lives lost. It's a horrible, truly horrible situation. That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm sure everyone is already fairly up to date on this, but
Mm.
Biden has a choice that he may or may not do, and that is block or in other ways stop Iranian crude oil exports, which would then change oil prices here, or do absolutely nothing, which has a whole different risk of side effects, which we're not going to talk about. Obviously, this is a very rough situation.
Yeah, this is old rock in a hard place, unfortunately,
Yeah,
scenario to be stuck in there.
yeah, it's not good. Here's a graph that's been going around. I'm going to show you the zoomed out version of this because I hate when people cherry pick data. Um, but here's Iranian crude oil exports on the rise. In case people are not super aware, they are saying, or people on the news and in the government are saying that the money from crude oil exports is funding terrorism, and should we block it, which would then defund terrorism. Here's this graph zoomed out to 2002, so you can see
Mm.
it's just this. This is the only one that's being published. I don't know why they're
Oh
not
yeah, of course.
showing this. Seems
Wow. All throughout the
weird.
2000s. I guess
Yeah,
that was back when we had like 99 cent a gallon gasoline, probably.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know why that's happening, but essentially, there are four outcomes that I can see happening. One, clamping down on Iranian oil exports, which would thus rise gas prices here in America. Well, everywhere, actually, it would rise gas prices everywhere. Also, if you're saying your country, whatever, does not import oil, it doesn't really have to make sense. It's just a news rumor that can happen, and then prices jump. That's all it is.
Mm.
Outcome two, no change. Outcome three, it is only Israel and Hamas in the war. And outcome four, Iran joins. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
I know. That's
Yeah.
not good. But for option one and four, it would probably be wise to have oil stocks of some sort in your portfolio because it is likely some other stocks may go down. Once again, completely hypothetical. We have no idea what's going to happen. Outcome
Mm.
two and three, it will likely not change a lot. However, stuff I like Oxy. That's my favorite oil company stock because it has a smaller market cap, so it's more sensitive to news. Once again, this does not have to make sense. Like if people just say gas prices are going to rise and it doesn't, that news article will make it jump like a point. I don't know why. It just
Yeah.
happens. So here is Oxy on a weekly chart. Um, you can see we have a really solid base of support, about
Yeah.
58 here. We've only dropped below it a couple times. We've been chopping between about 70 and let's say 60 for a long time. And you can see these kind of humps are getting more and more narrow. And usually when that happens, you have a burst up or a burst down. You have a break of a
Mm.
pattern, right? This would be more, this is not super clean, I'm going to be honest with you, but this would be kind of like an ascending triangle. It's not a clean ascending triangle because this is not
Yeah.
higher than over here, but the variance is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then you have this 100 small moving average leading up.
Yeah.
So,
You know, my trade has been here, and I've been doing this for a couple months now. Is I've been selling oxy puts at like 58.
Nice. That's pretty smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's worked out okay.
Yeah, I might start doing that. It's only dropped below a couple times, and it usually bounces right back up. Let me move my
Yeah,
face. So you kind of. Oh, that's not the
you know,
right button.
back to the previous topic about those four options. You know how you can decide with great certainty which one of them is going to happen.
Hmm.
Just see when Nancy buys oil, we'll know.
Oh man, that's really unfortunately true. I didn't consider
Yeah,
that. That's that sucks so bad.
yeah,
I did not
yeah.
consider that at all.
Those an article that about Congress buying defensive stocks and oil stocks going into this. It's something that we could do a separate video on at some point.
I
But
saw.
it's pretty
I had
crazy.
a problem with that, with a couple of those articles, because they put in like congressmen. A lot of them weren't oil. A lot of them were like Lockheed Martin or Raytheon. But people buy those all the time, anyways.
True.
It's not fair. Like it's a very popular stock, so it's not fair
Yeah.
to be like, well, you're buying it this time because there's going to be a war. Well, what about the last
Yeah.
10 years? I don't know. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I have not seen a lot of oil buying. I have seen a
Well,
lot of Raytheon. Have you?
there's tipping. There's tipping the hand so far. I mean, there's a delay in reporting though, so we'll
Right.
have to just keep an eye out for it. At
Right.
that point, it might be too late, but who knows?
So there's a couple way to do this. The puts is a good idea. You could also just do like a long-term option, like a leap call, but I don't. I was going to attempt that. 64 is too high for me. I would try to get it around 58, and then if it drops below, just get it. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not. This is. I'm not. This is not a hold because out of that, as of that time, my thesis has been destroyed. So,
Yeah.
but just a
Fair
thought.
enough.
All
Yeah.
right. Just to protect the
Yeah.
portfolio. But once again, the innocent lives lot, it's horrible. It's a terrible
Yeah.
situation.
Absolutely. All
All
right,
right.
guys. Let us know what you think.